Hello everyone, I'm the B-Man, you watch, I make it, you watch it. So, if you are a subscriber, you're probably wondering, where's the box? Because I know I usually open a box, but being a new year, I figure I'd try something different, make some more videos. I will still be opening boxes, but I'm also going to try to do movie reviews, quick game opinions and TV show opinions. I'll take viewer requests, so if you decide, if you want something to review, I will try to watch it and review it. So, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. So, seeing it is a new year, I know it's kind of late, but I really was pondering over this, my top and bottom 5 list of movies I actually saw last year. So, without further ado, here are my top 5 movies. For my honorable mention in this category, I'm going to go with Dragon Ball Z, The Resurrection of F. Now, I saw this a couple times in theaters because I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I knew I had to see this movie. I saw the last one, Battle of Gods. I own several video games. I own the entire season, including GT. I don't care. GT is awesome. Whoever says it's crap, you know, I'm sorry. You obviously don't like Dragon Ball that much. But for the real top 10, number 5, Ant-Man. Now, the reason I put this on the number 5 instead of higher up was, I mean, it's a Marvel movie. I knew from the moment I paid for my ticket I was going to like this movie. Was not ever a real big fan of Ant-Man. I find he's kind of a lame good guy, turned villain, turned good guy. I mean, he's a mess. And he's not that interested. I mean, it's a guy that can shrink or grow bigger as Giant Man. Whoop-de-doo. But this movie, I am proud to say, really exceeded my expectations. So that's why I put it on my number 5, 5th place in my top 5 list. Now, number 4. Now this movie is kind of funny that I even went to see this because I was in Florida with my buddy and we were kind of bored and we're like, okay, well, we should go see a movie. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go see a movie. What movie should we see? Well, there really was nothing much showing. So we both said, you know what, we'll go see my number 4 one, which was Straight Outta Compton. Which reason it's number 4 because not only did it exceed expectations, which I had none because I've never been a huge gangster rap fan. You know, it's just not my thing. I'm pretty white. I listen to Beatles, Rolling Stones, you know, stuff like that. I've listened to a little bit of Eminem, but, you know, it's never really been my favorite genre of music. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll go see this movie. And I have to say, this movie was awesome. It if you don't know, it tells the story of the rise of um, NWA, which I'm not going to specify what the initials are because, I don't want to get a lot of hate. So, but it was a good movie. It showed the tragic, what these guys had to go through to get to being in the music business. How one of their buddies, friends, fellow rappers, Eazy-E, kind of got corrupted by the manager, and then eventually, no spoilers, and the movie was dedicated to him. It's one of those sort of documentary biopic movies. And it was made by the people that pretty well lived it. So I don't know how accurate it was, but I would probably say it's probably pretty accurate. So, if you get a chance, go see it. It was an awesome movie. I will definitely see it again if it's out on DVD. Probably won't own it because, I loved it, but it feels like a movie I'll probably just watch every once in a while when I just have sort of in the mood to watch it. Next movie, and these are my top three. The top three are movies that I thought were just awesome. From, start to finish, I will watch them 100 times. So, number three, and these were also the easiest ones to place in order of. So, number three, Mad Max Fury Road. This movie I saw also a couple times in theaters. I own the Blu-ray and digital copy. And man, this movie, if Michael Bay wants to see how to make a movie with explosions and vehicles done right, this is the movie he should watch, because they somehow turn this a simple plot of people running away and explosions and cars and, come on, there's a guy with a guitar that shoots flames out. This movie is outrageous. And it's awesome. From start to finish, it was just an adrenaline rush. But it still had in my opinion, one of the best female stars. I know I'm going to butcher her name. Charlize Theron as Furiosa. I'm sorry if I got that wrong and mispronounced it. The movie should have been called Furiosa, Fury Road. But the movie is called Mad Max. He's in it, but he doesn't really do much. It's definitely Furiosa's movie. But the movie was awesome, had awesome scenes, awesome action, awesome characters, and one kick-ass babe. Number two, Kingsman, The Secret Service. Now, I'll admit, I have never seen a James Bond movie. I know. But I've never been a big fan of the spy movie genre until this movie. The very first preview I saw of this movie, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go see this movie. This movie was, it's another comic book adaptation of Mark Millar's work, the guy that brought us Kick-Ass. I believe this movie was even directed by the same guy that brought us the first two Kick-Ass movies. And you can tell from every scene in this movie. the movie is just, the basic plot of this movie is a group of rich guys throughout the years have decided, you know what, we can try to make the world better by forming a spy organization called the Kingsmen and try to help the world out. And the movie takes place in modern times. A punk kid named Eggsy sort of gets picked to get trained as a Kingsman. They're all named after Knights of the Round Table, with Michael Caine as Arthur. And I mean, the movie's just, it's a roller coaster from start to finish. And it's kind of like Austin Powers in that it really kind of makes fun of the spy movies, but while more honoring them. You know, it really honors the James Bond movies with, I mean, come on. You have a henchwoman whose legs are these razor sharp blades, because he's a double amputee. So instead of having legs, he has these like razor sharp, you know, who she just cuts everyone up, and she kicks ass. You have Samuel L. Jackson with who's sort of like a hipster who invents a chip that when a certain music plays, causes people to kick other people's asses and just go crazy, even though his thing is he doesn't like violence. He gets sick at the sight of blood or any sort of violence, and yet he invented his plan is to cause everyone to kill themselves while keeping all the rich snobs, you know, alive in a bunker. You got, I mean, the movie's just awesome. I can't wait till the second movie. The movie had a great catchphrase, which, to me, I think everyone should live by. Manners make it man. So, if you take one thing from this video, I hope you take that from it. Manners make it man. So, you're probably wondering if such a kick-ass movie like that was number 2, what could possibly be number 1? Well, you know, I'm sorry. I'm really, really, really sorry, but I hate to be predictable, but there's a reason why it's number 1 in domestic and like number 3 in all-time box office, and that is, of course, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Now, I cannot say I've really been that huge of a Star Wars fan. Yes, I love the original trilogy. I mean, I have them on DVD. At one point I did have them on VHS. But, you know, I'm not one of these big-time fanboys who will complain about the fact that George Lucas made a bunch of minor changes to the original trilogy. I'm not one of these people that could tell you the history of the lightsaber or be upset that in the prequels they turned the Force from some mysterious sort of energy to supposedly bacteria that's in a Jedi's blood that, you know, the Jedi and the Sith can harness to do amazing things. But what I will say is, I love this movie. This movie was awesome. I have already seen it 3 or 4 times. I will probably see it again, and it's already on my Apple quota. So as soon as the movie comes out on Apple, I will own it. I'll probably end up getting the original trilogy on Apple. Excuse me. I quite enjoyed this movie. Did it have a little bit of deja vu to the original trilogy? Yes. But I think that's fine, because let's look at the prequels. The prequels suck. Why? Because the acting sucked. The story sucked. There was no real familiarity to the story. They really tried to change do a lot, a lot of changes. But, and any time a movie really tries to change too much, the movie always bombs. So I don't know why people are complaining that the movie was familiar with them with the original trilogy. I thought, fine. You know, I mean, think about it this way. J.J. Abrams had to make a new Star Wars movie, and he had to get people interested in Star Wars again. How do you do that? Do you make a completely different movie that that no one recognizes? Or do you do some familiarity stuff, get people hyped, and then maybe the next movie she'll do a lot more different things? So, that was my list for my top 5. When I come back, I will give you my bottom 5. So, till then, till next time, this is the B-Man. I make videos, you watch them. Bye.